Hey guys, me Seren. We're back with another car video. Anyone that follows me on Twitter, you guys knew I was going to make this video. I'm sure a lot of you guys figured I was going to make this video. This is going to be a video about the whole Bethune Cookman, Betsy DeVos, Betsy the dumbass situation, where basically Betsy... I really want to call her Betsy the dumbass. I think I'm going to just keep calling her that throughout the entirety of this fucking video. Betsy the dumbass was invited to be the commencement speaker at Bethune Cookman for their commencement speech, which Bethune Cookman is an HBCU. It's a historically black college or university, which is what HBCU stands for anyone that doesn't know. And the president and the administration decided to invite Betsy the dumbass to be the commencement speaker, and they also decided to award her with an honorary doctorate from Bethune Cookman on the day of commencement. I have so many problems with this from the jump. So this woman shows up. She's an idiot. We all know she's a fucking idiot. Betsy the dumbass, as we know. Here's someone that literally bought her position as Secretary of Education. She is not an educator. She's not any type of administrator. She doesn't have any type of experience working in education. She literally bought this position. She bought this position. She's a champion of charter schools, privatized education. She is not a fan of public education. And Bethune Cookman is a public college. It just didn't make any sense. It just didn't make any sense. She made some really ridiculous statements about how HBCUs were founded in order for black students to have a choice. Oh, it's so black students can have a choice of what school they want to go to. And people were like, no, that's not why HBCUs were founded. They were literally founded as a response to segregation because black students that wanted to attend college literally had nowhere else to go. It wasn't, because niggas wanted a choice. That's just not, no, what are you talking about? The woman's an idiot. Long story short, the woman's an idiot, and she's also clearly a part of the current Trump administration, which has been talking about possibly cutting funding, federal funding to HBCUs, because they're talking about how possibly it's unconstitutional and how HBCUs are discriminatory and all this against white students and all this other fucking nonsense. So they decided, the president of Bethune Cookman and the administration decided that Betsy the dumbass would be the appropriate choice to have as the commencement speaker this year. There was immediately an outcry as soon as it was announced that it was going to be her. People started petitions, and people were they don't think that it's appropriate. And the administration defended the choice. They said in a public statement that they invited her because they feel, I'm paraphrasing, obviously these are not the exact words, but they basically said that they invited her because they feel like it is important, for colleges and places of higher learning and higher education to be a place that exposes students to all different types of ideas and opinions and different types of people. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that I agree with that. I do not disagree that colleges should be spaces where all different types of people can be heard, sure. However, a lot of people countered with the point of, was commencement the appropriate forum for that? We're not talking about a town hall. We're not talking about you invited her to speak in some type of, public forum, where the students could dialogue and engage with her. You invited her to be the commencement speaker. So instead of this day being about the people, the students that worked very hard, in order to earn their caps and gowns and earn, their degrees, you made it about this fucking white woman that is a part of this racist white supremacist administration. It was just inappropriate. The entire concept of inviting her from the jump was inappropriate. It was just not the time nor the place. And you took this moment, you basically were taking this moment away from these graduates and making it into this going to be the time for us to have this exchange of ideas, and that's not what commencement is about. That was not the moment for that. And then to add insult to injury, they also decided to give her, Betsy the dumbass, an honorary doctorate, you know? So you decided to also give this white woman that is no type of champion for public education an honorary doctorate degree from a public school in front of graduates that have worked very hard to get their degrees. You're gonna give her like a fake degree that she hasn't done shit for, that she has not earned and does not deserve. It was just like a slap in the face to the students in every way possible. It was completely tone deaf and out of touch. And I also want to say that even though I do agree that college campuses should be a place where different types of people come together to be exposed to, I'm trying to like think of like the best way to say it, to be exposed to different types of ideas. I'm also going to go ahead and say, you guys know that I fucking hate black academics. I hate black academics because so much of like these ideas about like what black people need to do and like this talented 10th mythology and all this stuff rests on like respectability politics and like this is like the right proper way to be black and this is like the right proper way to get ahead and this idea of that like black people need to act a certain way and do certain things and like play this game by these certain rules. And I feel like that is a problem that black people have, that is a problem that the left has, that liberals have, progressives, you know, whatever you want to call it. This idea that this is like a game being played and we have to like play by these certain rules, right? So like we're open-minded black people. We are these black academics. We're academics. We're in this place of higher learning and we're going to just give everybody a chance to speak. It's like you guys are playing a game and you're playing these rules and the other side is not playing by these fucking rules. Like Republicans and racists and right-wingers and people like Betsy the dumbass are not playing by the same rules. So it's like, you guys, even like the whole basis of why you invited her, like, do you think that any of those fucking black graduates would be, again, welcome at a Trump rally? No, because like prior to the election, we saw what happened to black people that were at Trump rallies. We saw what happened to, you know, leftists and liberals at Trump rallies. They were mocked, they were belittled, they were attacked, they were, you know, subjected to violence. It was not, oh, we're gonna have an open space, but, ooh, almost dropped the phone. It was not, oh, we're gonna have an open space for this like exchange of ideas. So it's like, what are these rules? Like, what are these rules? What are these rules that you guys are playing by? You know, it's again, it's respectability politics, and it's this idea that, you know, good Negroes act like this. I love Michelle Obama to death, but I hate her statement of when they go low, we go high. Why? For what? So that we can just all go home and sleep at night knowing that we're better human beings. Meanwhile, our entire, you know, our entire country and is being dismantled by people that are not playing by any types of rules because they don't give a fuck about these rules. They give a fuck about doing what they want and getting power. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand these rules that these niggas are playing by, you know? And just black academics are willing to like overlook so many things in the name of, you know, we're going to be better than them and we're going to behave respectably and we're going to have morals and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And I'm just not here for it. Like, I'm just really not here for it at all. Like, it was like, and then, so basically what ended up happening was they invited Betsy the dumbass. She came out, they gave her her honorary doctorate, spitting in the face of all the people that earned, all the black students that earned degrees that day. And then when she started to speak, they booed her. And then people, they stood up and turned their backs to her. Some people walked out. Some audience members walked out. People put up the black power fist. You know, they protested. And so then the president of the school came on the mic and was like, oh, if this how y'all gonna act, then what did he say? He was like, if this how y'all gonna act, you're gonna be having your diplomas mailed to you. Which I want to say, and I said the same thing on Twitter. I was like, this is trash because y'all invited this white woman so that she could fucking speak and express her opinion and da-da-da-da-da. But now you're fucking threatening these black students. You're chastising them for fucking voicing their opinion. If she has the right to speak, They have the right to boo her. And we've talked about this before on this channel, this concept of freedom of speech as this like one-way street where people have the right to fucking spew hate. They have the right to fucking come out and say whatever they want. Oh, Black Lives Matter is the KKK, and get rid of all the public schools and privatize the schools and charter schools. And, you know, people have the right to come out and say whatever they want, whatever dumb shit they want. But yet you're somehow not allowed to fucking respond. Like, responses don't fall under freedom of speech. She had the right to come out. She came out. She started talking. They booed her. She was expressing herself. They expressed themselves. And what did this old black man do? Respectability politics. Jump on the mic and tell them how they are not acting appropriate, how they are not acting respectful, how they are not acting respectable, how if they continue in this manner of booing and jeering this woman and standing up and turning their back to her and putting a black power fist, they're going to be escorted out of their own commencement, and they're gonna have their degrees mailed to them, which, okay, fine, nigga, mail me the degree. I'm getting the motherfucking piece of paper regardless because I did the work, so mail me the fucking degree. It's just very funny to me how it is seen as perfectly fine and acceptable for this horrible white woman to come into this black space, right? This HBCU, someone that has not been any type of a champion of public education, someone that has not been any type of a champion of black education, someone that is part of what has been one of the most racist, administrations that we've probably seen in our lifetimes. But they're not allowed to, the students are not allowed to say how they feel. They're not allowed to boo her because it's not respectable, because that's not what we do. That's not how we act. Again, playing by the rules of a game. It's not a game. This isn't a game. This isn't a game. And we are not going to be your respectable Negroes anymore. Whatever you want to call us, millennials, and then this generation after us, Gen Z, we're not doing it the same as you old niggas. Like, we're not doing it the same. We're not going out in fucking suits and ties and our best Sunday dresses and our pearls and our hats to appease these white people and appeal to them. And they also said, the administrator said something else in a statement about, we have to make friends because friends give us money, something like that, something along the lines of, again, appeal to white people, and we have to get the white allies, and, we need these white people on our side looking out for us because we can't do it without them type of shit. We have to like play by their rules because we need Massa on our side. We got to get inside his heart. Otherwise, we're not doing shit. Like, no, we're not doing it like that no more. We don't do it like that. We don't operate like that. We're not apologizing for our blackness. We will boo the shit out of you. We will heckle you. We will jeer you. We will get your white ass out of the paint. We're just not operating the same way anymore. Like, fucking, we come for people on Twitter. We come for people on the internet, social media. We have a voice. And something that I feel like these people still have not really learned and caught on yet about us, again, younger black folks, millennials, Gen Z, whatever you want to call it, is that we have recognized that we have power. We have our own power. We have a voice. We could say and do whatever we want. Black academics talk all that shit about fucking the people out in Ferguson. Oh, why? I don't understand why they out there, protesting and rioting and looting and lighting shit on fire. Like Martin Luther King Jr. himself didn't say that riots are the language and the voice of the motherfucking unheard. I don't understand why they out there protesting with no shirts on and gold chains and sagging their pants. They need to pull their pants up and put shirts on and protest in a respectable manner, like, we're not doing it like that anymore. We out here fighting for your rights too, old niggas. Like, we're not doing it like that anymore. Again, we're not playing by the rules of this game because clearly it's not a game and there are no rules. And just how disrespectful. I was like, they should be ashamed. I was like, and the president is clearly so out of touch with his student body and how they felt that he took their commencement and made it about, whatever this statement of open-mindedness towards neo-Nazis and the neo-Nazis running this administration. You took this day away from them. I was like, good on them for fucking booing. Good on them for turning their backs to her. Good on them for taking this day and making it about them, because that is what it was supposed to be about them and their commencement and their graduation. And oh, hold on, y'all. Fire truck. Fire truck. What are we supposed to do? This fire truck is like, I don't know what. This fire truck is like lost or something. They're like making a U-turn in the middle of the street. Oh, well. I hope you're not on the way to a fire, because those people are probably dead. Okay. The fire truck literally just turned around in the middle of the street and then just turned right down a street that I know for a fact is a one-way street. So I'm pretty sure I'm about to see the fire truck come right back out and go in the opposite direction. I really hope they're not on their way to a fire, because they are clearly lost. Anyways. Yeah, so it's just like so absurd. It's just so absurd. It's just so absurd and ridiculous. And I'm tired. I hate respectability politics so much. I hate respectability politics. And I said the same thing in my fucking Rachel Dolezal videos, when you had all these black academics coming out of the woodwork to defend her. Then talking about she went to the same schools as us, and she's been in all the same programs as us, and she's the head of the NAACP, like she's going about doing things the right way. She's following all the rules. She's playing the game. Why can't we let her have this black pass? Why can't we let her, she's doing all this stuff for us, and why can't we just let her? It's like this willingness to overlook shit if it's done in the right way, if it's respectable, if it's, if it fits into this standard of how they feel shit is supposed to go. And it's no, we don't operate that way anymore. Stop. The president really should I think he should step down. He should resign, or he should at the very least issue a public apology to the students, because I just felt like that was so offensive. It was so offensive. It was so offensive and just so ridiculous that, oh, she deserves to have a platform to speak on this day. No, she doesn't. She doesn't. She hasn't done anything to earn a platform to speak at the commencement of this HBCU in front of these black students. She did nothing to deserve that honorary doctorate degree that you just awarded her, with in front of these students that worked their asses off. She did nothing to deserve to have her fucking voice and opinion heard, and especially not on commencement. Maybe if y'all just wanted to have an open forum, whatever, maybe I would have even given y'all that, but not on the day of commencement. And then the fact that once it was even announced and people voiced their dissent and you still ignored them and went through with it, the whole thing was just completely mishandled, completely offensive. And again, it was wrapped up in this idea of well, we are respectable Negroes and we act like this. And we want these white people to know that, we're good niggers, basically. And the students weren't here for it. They were not having it. They booed the shit out of her, turned their backs on her, and walked the fuck out. And I applaud them, and I commend them. And so many people have been showing support for these students and saying to the president, you're on the wrong side of history on this one. You fucked up. Again, apologize and step down is really what he should do at the very least, And then people were saying oh, and then you have this white woman up there that's looking so scared, and they're booing her, and so he steps in, and this black guy steps in. If you guys don't stop, you're gonna be getting your diplomas mailed to you. Fuck you, sir. You can go fuck yourself. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. The way that we operate now is not the way that y'all operated. We don't care about these rules and shit. We don't give a fuck. So I just wanted to make a video on that, saying how I felt about that. I really applaud those students and I commend them. And again, literally my first thought was this is why I don't fuck with these fucking black academics, because again, they're still trying to rest on this idea of respectability and play play by the rules of this game, and we're supposed to act like this and do that and blah blah blah. And it's just a new day. It's a new fucking day. We're not here for these white people anymore. We're not here for them. We're not talking to them. We don't give a fuck about them. And they're gonna learn. They're going to learn. So, car video, that's what I think about that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Food for thought as always. See you guys next time. Peace.